It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nix from the gun. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Darian Porter. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. That's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. First carry now. This is Bashal Tu'u. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Play fake here. Daniels. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Running from the pistol, it's Tu'u. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Bronco 80. Panthers 60. Panthers.
2nd down, give to Tu'u. Escapes the defender. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
70 Timberwolves.
Looking inside the red zone. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got him. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the Bucs 20-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Tu'u gets it from the gun. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Daniels throwing on third. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Little knocks it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting a drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
He works it down to the edge of the red zone. And that's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. But jeez, you couldn't start any better.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
Saints 3.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers leading so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit.
Ready.
We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Play action now with Daniels. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down.
Here we go. Shot 7 Pirates, 7 Cowboy 80.
From the red zone now. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
4 yards.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Ready up.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready. Viking 18. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And off to Tootin. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Here's another for him. And they'll push them down to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on that play, but third and goal is still going to be longer than they'd like.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Daniels, third and goal. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Going run again with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Throwing here, Nix. Vacates quickly left side. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that will go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers grow their lead to 8. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
19, Charger, 19, Dragon, 60. Ready.
Daniels setting up the play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos. Chap 60, Chap 60. 18, 5, go.
3rd and short, Daniels finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
19, 18.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now Daniels off the play action. Hits him on the out route. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Okay, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19.
From the red zone on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hey.
To throw again, it's Daniels. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. To the air again, Daniels. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
Cam Little to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Throwing on first down, Nix. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch, so it'll be second down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, one play remaining in this half. Just 4 seconds left, Brock. Only time for one play. Man, it's going to be a field goal try. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And instead of 3 points, quarter 3 remains tied. Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Dragon 60. Go.
Play action now. Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
60 Maverick. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Now he's past the 25. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Get it. That's it. Cougar 19. Huh. 19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. Get some space around midfield. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Lions.
Tootin on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, no.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's go. 19, 18. Motion.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He finds Worthy, complete. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Offense in the hurry up here.
22 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Little Tex on the extra point. And the Saints tie this game at 21.
Camp Little to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Nix from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 49-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. And drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bucs have the 1st. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on the right.
And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
3rd and long for Nix. Caught by Washington, left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
16 brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th, Nix. This connects with Higgins. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Panther 60, 79 Broncos. Go.
Big strike here to Williams. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now trail by just a point in the 4th. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
To kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. Solid running here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? He'll throw it. It's caught by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They get 27 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Nix to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. There he goes again. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready?
To throw, Daniels. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
70 Timberwolves, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Throwing now, Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
Brings up second and 10. At the
Tootin with it. Already a lot of distance to go, Brock, and it's going to be all there for him again on third down as this play stopped for no gain.
A gain of a yard.
On the
Brings
jump.
up
Still
third
10
and
yards to
10.
get this first down as they come to the line. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
On the set.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. And he brings it in. Touchdown! And a big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense?
Wow, a stunning call to go for it, and the guts pay off. He's in, and they've got the lead.
36. Buccaneers 35. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a
At their
touchback.
own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Here he is to throw. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
With half a minute left, here comes second and 10. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now. That's over the middle and taken in by Washington. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Setting up to pass. Chased out to his right. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Back to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
And when they all get that chance to hold the Hallis Trophy as NFC champs, you know he's going to be one of the first presented with it. What a kick. What a kick with so much pressure on him to send them to the Super Bowl. I love it.
So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
Ready up.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And one last huge